I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah, guys, I really love that song. So, that puts me in a really, really good mood. And I do want to talk about the Owen Hart tournament, which, I do feel is a little silly with how AEW is doing it and the people who are involved in all this. So, I want to talk about the women's tournament first, and I do think that the men's is more egregious, but I want to talk about the people involved, and I also want to talk about how I would do the women's Owen Hart tournament. So you have Willow, absolutely 100%, Willow is a strong, beautiful, sexy woman, and I would want her to whoop my ass up and down the street, really. So yes, I'm happy she's in this. She's had a really strong year, and I also believe in wrestlers having a very strong year, actually participating. So I'm happy with Willow. Serena Deeb I'm not happy with because, Serena Deeb just came back. I believe she came back a Double or Nothing. So I'm not happy with this because, who the hell is Serena Deeb? She's not been there for a long time. Most people don't know who she is really. So I would say like Thunder Rosa should be in it. I would also kind of say that maybe in her place, you could do Ty Conti. No, not Ty Conti. Maybe Ty Conti or Jack Perry's girlfriend. I think that's not Ty Conti. I think that's somebody else, really. But the point of it is, because there's another wrestler on the roster that does hardcore stuff, or even Athena. Chris Statlander, I'm okay with. She's a powerhouse wrestler. She's been involved in big feuds. I would also say that, I would want Sky Blue to be in this. Nyla Rose, I'm okay with, because Nyla Rose, again, strong, beautiful, sexy woman. I want her to whip my ass around the place. First of all, Nyla Rose is strong. She's beautiful. She's sexy. So, she's beautiful eye candy for me. But the other thing about Nyla Rose is that she's also been featured on ROH a lot. She's a big powerhouse type of wrestler. She deserves a big spot, really. She has a loud personality, a loud, big voice. So, obviously, I'm okay with having her because you need to have people who can talk, be bigger deals, really. Again, what would happen if you had Riho? That would not work. Nyla Rose works. Deonna Purrazzo, yes, she's been acting like a big deal. She's been having hardcore matches. She just recently had a hardcore match this week on Collision, really. So that's okay with me. And then Hikaru Shida, I'm okay with. They have Mariah May, okay. Not a fan of Mariah May, but she's been involved with Tony Storm. There could be Tony Storm, like protege versus the master type of thing, really. So I'm okay with that. Saraya, she's not done that much with AEW, and she recently was bitching about the company. So I'm not happy that she's there, but obviously you have somebody that can talk, really. So if I was to alter this a little bit, this is who I would have. And I may go more than 8 people. So I would keep Willow. As I said before, she's had hardcore matches. You can do Chris Statlander versus Willow in the tournament. One costs the other person something. Do one more match when we stay in between them, or actually have Willow win. And then you have Willow versus winner takes all match. Willow, AEW Women's Champion versus versus Mercedes Moné, really, if you want to combine the titles, really. So having Willow win this tournament could work. And she's done a lot of stuff this year, so I think that works. And she's also a hardcore brawling type of wrestler, so I think that this works. Having Chris Statlander versus Willow would be a great match. Athena, she's been your ROH champion for over close to 600 days. She needs to be contending for the women's title, maybe even give up her ROH women's title. So that makes sense for her to be there. I would also say Sky Blue, because she's had a bunch of hardcore matches this year. Nyla Rose for the exact same reason. She's been participating in ROH. She has a voice. She's a bigger deal. Mariah May is okay. Deonna Purrazzo, she's been doing a lot of stuff this year. I appreciate that. Hikaru Shida, she's been the women's champion for over a year. I have no problem with her in this. And definitely because this is Forbidden Door, you want to actually have a woman that acts like a big. You want to have Japanese wrestler versus American wrestler. You could do Willow Nightingale versus Hikaru Shida at Forbidden Door, or Deonna Purrazzo versus Hikaru Shida. Or if Mariah May wants to kind of show something different, you can have Mariah May versus Hikaru Shida. So that works. I was saying Saraya as well, really, because obviously she can talk. I don't know of any other female wrestler. I don't know of a lot of the female wrestlers on the roster because they're not booked that well. And a lot of people are saying Dr. Britt Baker, if she's coming back from injury, Dr. Britt Baker should be in this. Then the other person I was saying is Taya Valkyrie, because Taya Valkyrie's been doing a lot of stuff on ROH. She's trying to earn her paycheck. She's friends with she's married to John Morrison, so obviously that would work. So that's who I would have. And I wrote it down just to go over. I would have Athena, Willow, Chris Statlander, Sky Blue, Nyla Rose, Mariah May, Deonna Purrazzo, Hikaru Shida, Taya Valkyrie, and Saraya. Like, I think that's a good combination. And then also if you have Britt Baker in it as well, really. And then maybe you can also include Queen Aminata, because Queen Aminata has been doing a lot of stuff in ROH, really. So that's actually good too. You kind of have like people, like one or two like underdogs, like people who you don't think will win, but they do very well in the tournament. They get to the quarterfinals or the semifinals type of thing, really. But that's just how I booked the women's one. I think the one that they have right now is okay, but it could definitely be a little better. But the men's one is not as good. So, please like and share and subscribe. And I'll talk more about ways AEW can be better. And we're going to talk about the men's one right now.